2022. Today is Sunday. Sound check, sound check, sound check. The time is 7:43 a.m. It is August 21st, 2022. Today is Sunday. And we have a lot to discuss. We've been covering, well, earlier we had celebrity news and views, and there was a lot of self-promotion, right? But my job is to bring awareness to you people that the planet needs help, right? So there are things going on in the world that you need to be aware of, right? We spoke about earlier in the video, we spoke about floods, 77 people killed, over 14,000 homes destroyed. We spoke about strange lights in the northern skies, right? We spoke about a woman's death, an actor's death, right? Famous people dying. You guys are, we're gonna just watch the last video and let's talk about some more stuff, some news. It is the time is 7:43 a.m. It is August 21st, 2022. Today is Sunday. And we have a lot to discuss. We've been covering, well, earlier we had celebrity news and views, and there was a lot of self-promotion, right? But my job is to bring awareness to you people that the planet needs help, right? So there are things going on in the world that you need to be aware of, right? We spoke about earlier in the video, we spoke about floods, 77 people killed, over 14,000 homes destroyed. We spoke about strange lights in the northern skies, right? We spoke about a woman's death, an actor's death, right? Famous people dying. You guys are, we're gonna just watch the last video and let's talk about some more stuff, some news. It is 7:45 a.m. August 21st, 2022, Sunday. Let's get into some more news.
Why doesn't that horse look as big to me, my mum, as she is to see it? Mum, if it bites you, I'll piss.
Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that? A horse. Why would a horse do that? Look at this. Look at this. We got another one. Before? In Africa. In Africa, they're known as the Black Death, and they kill more hunters than any other animal on the continent. And when a Cape buffalo turns its focus on you, there's no going back. Locals say these enormous animals would probably kill you twice just to make sure you were dead. So you'll need to keep watching if you want to walk away from this encounter. Here's how to survive a Cape buffalo attack. Cape buffaloes are reaching weights of 860 kilograms. Their horns serve as a shield covering their foreheads. They can also use their horns as weapons since they have sharp horns. We're going to cover some more news, but you just have to watch the videos and pay attention because they don't tell you the truth.
I begin to pass out.
All right, so we spoke in the other video about actor Anne Heche, right? She didn't make it. She didn't make it. She died. All right? We spoke about that in the last video. Matter of fact, I'll open it up again. All right? It's confirmed. All right? Anne Heche, cause of death. Death has been announced from a car accident. There's been a lot of mysterious car accidents. Some of them seem intentional, like they want to take their own life. So that was Anne Heche. All right. We got makeup mogul Jaclyn Hill's ex-husband John was pronounced dead on sidewalk after sudden tragedy. Makeup mogul Jaclyn Hill's ex-husband John was pronounced dead on a sidewalk after a sudden tragedy. Right? People are just dropping dead mysteriously. John Hill's death is still shrouded in mystery. On Tuesday, this was last week, well, excuse me, this was August 10th, Tuesday, the Los Angeles County Medical Examiner's Coroner's Office told ET that the late musician, who's the former husband of makeup mogul Jaclyn Hill, was pronounced dead on a sidewalk. The cause and manner of death have been deferred pending additional investigation. They don't know what's happening, right? But somebody is pissed off. I think everybody knows who. How about Mike Tyson? Mike Tyson in wheelchair weeks after claiming his death is coming close. Mike Tyson was seen being wheeled through Miami International Airport on Tuesday after recently saying his expiration date is coming close. Why would Mike Tyson be saying that? Did y'all know he could barely walk? Did y'all know that? Look at all these deaths. Colorado boy, 13, dead after apparent fentanyl poisoning family. Hold on, let's read this right. Colorado boy, it says 13, dead after apparent fentanyl poisoning family, right? So you don't know what's going on with this title, but if you read closely, the 13-year-old kid killed his family. The family of a 13-year-old boy from Aurora, Colorado, who died suddenly last week and believe he may have accidentally overdosed on fentanyl, according to his family and local reports. So, excuse me. I misread that because it's so confusing. People don't know how to write. So the 13-year-old boy was found dead, poisoned off of fentanyl. Fentanyl poisoning. All right. This is on Wednesday. Let's pull this up. Child 2, dead. Another critical after being pulled from New Jersey backyard swimming pool. So this is in New Jersey. A 2-year-old died and a second child was hospitalized in critical condition Tuesday night after they were pulled from a swimming pool at a New Jersey home. All right. So this was Tuesday. Right? This news is not even a week old. But I can't report this. I mean, I can't report the news fast enough. I was trying to let other people do it. But I got to do it. All right, what does this one say? 5 Great Danes attack, kill owner in Northwest Iowa. All right. 5 Great Danes attack their owner. In Wassee, Iowa, a Northwest Iowa woman was found in a ditch, died after being attacked by her 5 Great Danes, authorities said Wednesday. All right. Y'all like shark movies, those Sharknado movies and all that stuff? Y'all think it's a game? Great white shark the size of a four-wheel drive attacks teen fishing. A great white shark the size of a small four-wheel drive attacked a teen who had been fishing in Australia. Luke Pascoe, 17, had been spearfishing off Mistaken Island near Good Beach in Albany when the shark bit him. The Department of Primary Industries and Regional Development said in a statement, the teenager told 9 News that he looked down and spotted the shark cruising in front of him. All right? So the wording is terrible, but the world is not what you think it is, right? The people are scared to fly. They're lying if they tell you they're not. People are scared to drive because things are happening mechanically, mysteriously, just cracking down. Now it's going to take some time, right, to fix the planet, but some people don't deserve to live because you wouldn't believe the despicable things they do. You wouldn't believe what they try to do to me. All right? So the planet has to correct itself. All right, so we got shootings. That's nothing new, right? At least 19 children, though. 2 adults dead after shooting at elementary school. So God's people are protected, right? So children, that's what happened. Sacrifices from, right? 19 children dead, and 2 teachers are dead after a shooting at Robb Elementary School. This is in Texas. Sound check, sound check, sound check.
Are we going to stand up?
Kids off at school. They have every expectation to know that they're going to be able to pick their child up when that school day ends. And there are families who are in mourning right now, and the state of Texas is in mourning with them.
Do y'all see what's going on?
You have to ask, will in God's name, are we going to stand up to the God? Will in God's name, when we do, we all know our gut needs to be done.
So
Our job is multifold. First, to make sure
you have to read sometimes. Sometimes you gotta take your time, right, and pay attention to the headlines. Sound check. The suspect allegedly shot and killed his grandmother before entering the school and again opening fire. Shot your grandmother? Authorities have recovered an AR-15 style rifle and numerous magazines. Multiple law enforcement sources told ABC News. So we know about these shootings, right? But you shoot your grandmother and then 19 children and 2 teachers, right? They're not just, this is not just black and white. More children dying. Child 2 dead after being pulled from New Jersey backyard swimming pool. I think we spoke about that one. Right, we're gonna do one more. Princess Diane died, if you didn't know. Let's check this one. Judge gets death penalty. Judge gets death penalty for killing, burning TV host wife. All right? An Egyptian judge should receive the death penalty for the brutal murder of his wife, prominent TV journalist Shamai Gamal, at Cairo court ruled Wednesday. Gamal, 42, was reported missing by her husband. The judge told police that Gamal never showed up when he arrived to pick up her from a shopping mall in Egypt's Giza City. So, the wording is terrible, but a judge, these are the people that we appoint to offices, and these are people that's murdering people, killing people. The time is 8:05 a.m. It is August 21st, 2022, Sunday. Now, I will eventually get around to, but for now, I'm just reporting news, view, and I'm trying to talk about what the people want to talk about, but I gave the people the chance and they just want to self-promote, right? Instead of helping to clean up the world. Now, things are happening. Maybe you're not aware of God's power, but that's because they have listen, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't even know what today's date was. If it wasn't for me. Because nobody knows what the date is all around the other world. Like, everybody's guessing. Right? And these computers, right? They do a lot of things for us. Right? It's getting out of control. Right? These computers, The world needs proper nourishing, and nobody seems to care. But retaliation is happening. You guys just aren't paying attention, right? And if you're close to God's people, you're safe for the time being. But God is not the only one, meaning natural disasters and illnesses, right? Because illnesses, mysterious illnesses, they make up these terms for them. But some of it is just an act of nature, right? And y'all keep coming up with these terms for these diseases and these mysterious deaths, but now it's happening very, very frequently, like very daily, right? And I didn't even show some of the videos, but these people think that they can retaliate. They can retaliate these acts of nature by taking it out on God's animals. Like the cruelty that's being done to these animals, right? They are leaving these animals suffering, dismantled. They are torturing these animals and leaving them. So that's why you see these animals attacking people, and it's gonna get worse. People don't really want to go outside. They lying. People don't really have money. They're lying. It's still a pandemic, right? The whole world is pretty much locked down, and they showed the certain sections what they want, and it's like repeat. And then some people that they give money, they think they having fun for a little while, but it's gonna run out, right? They just want you to entertain people, which is good, but we gotta fix things because it's not gonna just disappear. Wake up, people.
Although the world is full of suffering, much of it due to us humans, it's also full of kind people who will do anything they can to help another living creature. Today, we will show you the most unbelievable moments when animals ask people for help. Watch this video till the end to restore your faith in humanity. When this family was fishing on a lake during a beautiful summer evening, they spotted a bear with a plastic jar stuck on its head.
Trying to figure out how to get this tub off his head.
Despite the danger, the family attempted to move their boat next to the bear and tried to get the jar off, and after several attempts, they were finally able to free the animal.
Yes, that's good. You see that?
After a massive hurricane, these poor dogs were abandoned in locked cages and had to stand on their hind legs to avoid drowning in the storm's fast-rising floodwaters. But this hero volunteered wading through knee-deep water to rescue the 6 dogs who were whimpering and howling for help. And just look how happy they are to finally know they're safe after a night of horror. When this helpless dog fell into alligator-infested waters, it seemed he was doomed to become their next meal as they all quickly swam towards him. But luckily, the dog received help in a very intelligent way by this man in a sweatshirt. When a sloth mother and her baby were separated, a kind woman found the baby sloth and spent hours searching for its mother. Just watch the heartwarming reunion when they were finally brought back together. When this giraffe was found with a tire stuck on its neck, these wildlife medics helped get rid of it and took care of the wounds too. An absolutely wonderful and brave rescue effort. But my only question is, how did the tire end up there in the first place? No one will ever know. This poor dog was running around the neighborhood with his head stuck inside a plastic bottle. As the dog's breathing became more labored, he began to panic even more. But luckily, the anxious dog came across these kind people who were willing to help. Sometimes with animals, they don't understand that we're trying to help them. Like this dog who had evaded capture for several weeks, but the dog's life was in serious jeopardy and was in desperate need of help. Luckily, these guys finally managed to capture the stray dog using a fishing net and remove the plastic jar that was stuck on its head, saving its life. Plastic containers are undoubtedly one of the most dangerous things for animals that we humans constantly litter in their nature. And here we have yet another stray dog who fell victim to this trash. Fortunately, he was rescued by kind people who had to tranquilize him to assure his safety. Helping a trapped animal can be very dangerous, but without hesitation, these men teamed up to remove the pot that was stuck on the enraged bear's head. And this poor dog who got his head stuck between a fence and was trapped there for several hours. Thankfully though, these people finally heard the calls for help and freed the innocent animal. Or this dog who got stuck in barbed wire and desperately tried to free himself, only making it worse. Even though they didn't know the dog, these kind people did not hesitate to save him. Despite the beauty of the experience, you should never release a balloon into the air, because the colorful rubber fabric can become a death trap for sea turtles who easily mistake them for jellyfish. Just watch how this poor turtle was struggling to survive until it was found by these wonderful guys who didn't hesitate to help the dying animal. This sheep survived alone in the Australian bush for several years without ever being sheared, which eventually led to the animal carrying around 26 kilograms of burdensome wool. But thankfully, after many attempts, this organization could finally catch the sheep and rescue it. These kind people risk their safety to free a dangerous bobcat from a trap. Just look how confused the poor animal is when it realizes the human was just trying to help. Watch how this brave man saves a calf from being eaten by a lion, then having a very intense standoff with a dangerous carnivore. Somehow, these magpies all got their heads stuck in a fence and were unable to free themselves. But today was their lucky day, as a man who was passing by stopped to free them. After falling through a hole, this female dog got stuck in a sewer. She found herself in a horrible situation, and her babies were calling for her, wondering where their mother had gone. Luckily, these guys managed to get her out and clean her off, reuniting the mother with her babies. Watch how this firefighter revives the cat that had been rescued from the basement of a burning house. Just listen to the cat's meowing. It is very confused, but